Today is Monday, the 22nd of January 2007. This is the 934th edition of the English version of the informational analytic program Pridnestrovie, prepared by the editorial staff of information political programs of the Radio PMR, for listeners in Europe and North America. We broadcast on shortwave, a frequency of 6,235 kilohertz. Good evening. Vadim Rudanotov. Today you will hear pieces of news from Pridnestrovie. Now we pass to details. Last week, the Joint Control Commission had unusual activity. There were held at once some sessions. On January the 12th and 13th, emergency sessions took place in Dubosari. We told about them in our previous programs. On January the 16th, in Benderi, under the initiative of Delegation of Republic Moldova, the extraordinary session, as also been called, an occasion became destiny of two Moldavian policemen detained by employees of Department on Struggle Against Organized Crime and Corruption, Ministry of Internal Affairs of PMR. According to the information of the Pridnestrovian side, which was told by the representative of Ministry of Internal Affairs of Pridnestovie, Colonel Konstantin Kalinenak, on December the 20th, 2006, employees of police of the RM have rushed into an apartment with two inhabitants of the city of Benderi and threatened with application of weapons. Ministry of Internal Affairs of PMR informed the Joint Control Commission on this incident. After that, women in that apartment began to be intimidated, so competent bodies of PMR launched criminal case and Article of 104 the Criminal Code of PMR, attempt of murder. Within the framework of this investigation, policemen have been detained. According to results of session, JCC made a decision to take into account the information on detention of policemen in connection with launching of criminal case, and also to charge representatives of law enforcement bodies of the side in the commission to carry out a joint trial in occasion of this incident and to bring this case to its prompt sanction. Making comments on results of the session, co-chairman of JCC from Russia, Viktor Shanin, again reminded of necessity to renew action of the agreement on interaction of police and militia. There is no legislative base under these processes as a chaotic movement, fountain of rash actions and attraction of peacemaking forces, the Russian diplomat told. On January the 18th, the next session of the Joint Control Commission in Benderi was begun with a statement of the representative of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Republic Moldova. In occasion, the incident with detention of policemen in Benderi, Colonel Sergei Golovach thanked JCC for participation in the sanction of incident and informed that at 18 o'clock on January the 17th, the detained policemen were released. At the same time, Sergei Golovach assured the JCC that in relation to policemen who infringed the rules established by agreements of 1992, the most serious measures will be taken. As the representative of Ministry of Internal Affairs of PMR, Colonel Konstantin Kalinenak explained the members of Press Center of JCC that detained policemen were released, as in relation to them the preventive punishment in form of prescription about non-leaving of the country was used. Investigation on criminal case within the limits of which there was this detention proceeds. The head of the Russian delegation in JCC, Viktor Shanin, noted that the main achievement of the sessions was constructive discussion and consensus, which was achieved by the sides. The same day, the Joint Control Commission prolonged till January the 25th term of deployment of the temporary post of joint peacemaking forces in area of incident, which happened on January the 12th. In opinion of the Pridnestrovian delegation, since the time of the incident there passed not enough time and there was no confidence that incident wouldn't repeat. And in the area of the road important for Pridnestrovian, there will not appear new posts of power structures of Moldova. According to the received information, there is no trust between the sides. Proceeding from this mistrust and absence of political dialogue, it is necessary that peacemaking post was there some time more. Co-chairman of JCC, Alexander Parajan, told, "In a week, consideration of this question will be continued." The representative of mission of OSCE, Colonel Oleg Voyandin, highly estimated actions of peacemakers during settlement of the incident, which happened on January the 12th, 13th in the area of highway Tiraspol-Ribnica. According to Colonel Voyandin, the military commandant and military observers worked harmoniously and professionally that allowed preventing growth of incident. According to reports of military observers, now the situation in the area is quiet. Let's remind that on January the 12th, the police of Moldova intruded into the territory of Pridnestrovie, having made an attempt to make an area of pump station, Dubasare 6, police post, and to take under control Pridnestrovian highway to Tiraspol-Ribnica. At the extraordinary session held on January the 13th, JCC made a decision to make a peacemaking post in area of the conflict. According to the press service of Supreme Body of the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Republic, on February the 2nd, 3rd in Tiraspol, there will be carried out the International Scientific Practical Conference, Image of the State and Protection of Human Rights, Realities, Problems, Prospects. The Parliament of our Republic became the initiator of its carrying out. On January the 18th, the Speaker of Parliament, Evgeny Shevchuk, heading organizing committee, held the first coordination meeting with deputies and heads of departments of the Supreme Council responsible for preparation and carrying out of the conference. The main questions which will be considered within the frameworks of the given action are new opportunities and strategy on formation of image of the state, questions of development of economy as a factor providing human rights, discussion of problems of social guarantees of citizens and features of maintenance of law defensive activity, and social and economic human rights in the not recognized states are planned for the conference. Members of Parliament, politicians, scientific, known public figures will participate in work of the International Scientific Practical Conference. Now, the organizing committee prepares the list of the guests. It is planned that these will be delegations from Russia, Ukraine, Moldova, South Ossetia, Nagorno-Karabakh, Abkhazia, and other states. The majority of delegations already confirmed the arrival. Chairman of the Commission of the State Duma, the RF, on studying of practice of human rights maintenance and freedom in the foreign states, Natalia Narochnitskaya, will head the Russian delegation. Within the frameworks of conference, there will be carried out master classes issued interference of image of the state and reputation of business, and roundtable formation of image of the state, new calls and strategy. According to results of work of plenary session, organizers of the conference plan to carry out press conference. The informational analytic program, Pridnestovie, is your guide in the ocean of politics. We relate about history and the everyday life of the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Republic. Listen to us Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Moscow time, 7 p.m. East European time, 6 p.m. Central European time, and 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. On shortwave, on frequency of 6,120 235 kilohertz. Flag, coat of arms, anthem, constitution, army, and proper monetary system. It's not the full list of attributes of statehood of any country. Only at present, with these indispensable attributes of the sovereign independent state, certain territorial formation can be considered as high-grade and self-sufficient state. 13 years ago, in January 1994, President Igor Smirnov has signed the decree about introduction of PMR currency. According to the head of Department of the Organization and Regulation of Monetary Circulation of Pridnestrovian Republican Bank, Dmitry Tkachenko, introduction of proper banknotes had the objective reasons: disorder of the USSR and hyperinflation.